Hai, good afternoon. Hari ini Miss mau jelasin tentang review all materials that we are going to have in our next examination or our final examination. Jadi materi hari ini adalah kita bakalan nge-review seluruh materi yang bakalan masuk di ujian akhir nanti. So we will start from grammar. Jadi the first one, grammar, nanti akan ada soal dengan judul yaitu passive voice. Actually kalian semua udah pada belajar kan passive voice apa. Hari ini kita cuma nge-review secara singkat aja untuk mengingatkan kembali memori kalian tentang materi ini. So jadi nanti there are 3 kinds of tenses yang bakalan masuk in our final examinations question. The first one is present, the second one is past, and the third one is future. As you know, passive voice itu diawali dengan kalimat active or active sentence. So this is the active sentence for present, and this is the active sentence for past tense, and this is the active sentence for future. So the example is, I make a cake, I made a cake, and I will make a cake. All of them are positive sentence. Jadi nanti ujian kita, all sentences are in positive form. Now we need to change all the sentences to passive voice, and that's really easy because you just need to put to be and change the verb to verb 3. So for present you need to put to be is MR because this is a cake, so Miss use is. So remember the to be is M and R. What about past tense? That should be was or were. So, a cake was made by me. This one, a cake is made by me. And for the future, because we use will, so the passive voice it changed to be will be. And all subject will use will be. Alright, so the passive sentence will be a cake is made by me. So, is MR plus verb 3. And then for the past one, it should be a cake was made by me. For the future form, that should be a cake will be made by me. And that's all for passive voice. Okay, after passive voice, we continue to the next material. So the next one is comparison degree. So in the grammar section, you will have passive voice, and then the next one is comparison degree. So this is our latest material. Jadi I do believe that you still remember karena ini materi baru. Jadi ingat bahwa ada positif, bentuknya ada komparatif, ada superlatif. Positif ketika hasilnya membandingkan dua objek dengan hasil yang sama. Komparatif adalah compare two object tapi dengan hasil yang berbeda. Superlatif we compare more than two objects dengan hasil ada yang pemenangnya. So, di sini contoh ada tall untuk adjektif yang satu silabel dan handsome untuk adjektif yang lebih dari satu or dua silabel. Jadi positif tall berubah menjadi taller, lalu menjadi tallest. And then kalau di yang adjektif yang lebih dari dua, yaitu handsome, maka positif still handsome, and comparative berubah menjadi more handsome, and di superlatif berubah menjadi most handsome. So tinggi, lebih tinggi, paling tinggi. Tampan, lebih tampan, paling tampan. When we put it in the sentence, so the sentence will be she is as tall as her friend. So, dia perempuan sama tinggi dengan temannya. So, the formula is you need to put as, adjective, and then as. Okay? What about the comparative? Comparative, you need to put er after the adjective. So, the sentence will be she is taller than her friend. But if it is more than 2 syllable, jadi misalnya handsome, maka tidak boleh ditambah er, bukan handsomer, tapi dia more handsome. Jadi you can say that, you can change this one become he. He is more handsome than his friend. Misalnya kayak gitu kalimatnya, okay? But for superlative, kalau tadi er, in superlative is est and more. So the sentence, she is the tallest student in the class. Jadi perbandingannya adalah seluruh siswa di kelas, maka pakainya superlatif. Okay, that's all about comparison degree. So, the next material for today is gerund and infinitive. So, this is still our grammar section. So, the third one is gerund and the fourth one is to infinitive. Actually, gerund and to infinitive has a similarity whether they have two verbs in one sentence. Jadi ketika kalimatnya membutuhkan dua kata kerja sekaligus, maka you can use gerund or to infinitive. Actually kita juga udah pernah belajar ini ya, tapi hari ini Miss bakalan remind you again that how to use gerund and how to use to infinitive. So just like you can see from the screen that the left side is to infinitive and the right side is the gerund. So for example the verb is play. So if it is infinitive, to play. If it is gerund, playing. Ketika dia menjadi to play, play-nya masih menjadi kata kerja. Tapi ketika di gerund, play berubah menjadi playing, maka playing ini sudah bukan menjadi kata kerja lagi, melainkan sudah menjadi kata benda. That's it. Because gerund is a verb that we put in and it change become noun. Okay, to play, to infinitive, playing gerund. To dance, to infinitive, dancing gerund. To watch, to infinitive, watching gerund. That's the difference of the formula of gerund and to infinitive. See, we use the gerund form of the verb when it is the subject of the sentence. Sekarang kita ke gerund dulu, di mana ketika we need to use gerund as a subject. Karena kata Miss tadi, kata kerjanya udah berubah jadi kata benda kan, maka ketika kata benda, maka dia boleh diposisikan sebagai subjek atau di awal kalimat. For example, swimming is my favorite sport. Jadi swimming di sini bukan lagi sedang berenang, melainkan berenang adalah olahraga favorit saya. Maka swimming here is as a noun. It's not as a verb. Next, still the example. So playing the piano is my favorite way to relax. Ya, playingnya menjadi kata kerja. Kemudian eating menjadi kata benda dan menjadi di posisi subjek. Nah, kalau misalnya to infinitive, dia nggak bisa kita pakai to infinitive ini untuk yang kata Miss tadi lebih dari satu kata kerja. Jadi for example, she likes to dance ballet or I love to eat chocolate. See, look at my sentence here. Kita mau pakai dua kata kerja dalam satu kalimat, tapi kita nggak boleh bilang langsung she likes dance ballet. Tapi kamu harus menggunakan kata sambung, yaitu to. So she likes to dance ballet, or I love to eat chocolate. So this is we call as to infinitive. Next. Nah, jadi kamu bisa lihat di screen perbedaan gerund dan to infinitive. Misalnya, Miss mau bilang adalah saya suka nonton film. So there are two ways in saying saya suka menonton film. For example, the first way is I like to watch movies, and the second way is I like watching movies. Jadi yang pertama, cara pertama pakai to infinitive, cara kedua pakai gerund. Atau the other example, she loves to play games or she loves playing games. Oke, jadi dia ada yang pakai to infinitive, ada yang pakai gerund. Kita langsung ke kata kerja yang mana boleh diikuti gerund, boleh diikuti infinitive, dan yang mana yang boleh diikuti oleh keduanya. Apa aja kata kerjanya? Kita lihat di slide selanjutnya. See, this is kata kerja yang bisa kita gunakan. Jadi untuk kata kerja decide and learn ini hanya boleh dipakai di to infinitive. Jadi I decide to choose, nggak boleh bilang I decide choosing. Jadi decide sama learn hanya boleh diikuti oleh to infinitive, tidak boleh diikuti oleh gerund. Sedangkan yang boleh diikuti oleh gerund, avoid, consider, enjoy, keep on, practice, quit, stop, think about. Jadi misal di kata stop, Stop, nggak boleh bilang stop to smoke, itu salah. Yang benar adalah stop smoking. Sedangkan kata kerja yang boleh dipakai di keduanya adalah begin, can stand, continue, hate, like, start. Jadi misalnya hate. Jadi kamu boleh buat I hate to love or I hate loving. Karena boleh diikuti gerund dan to infinitive. Okay, so we continue to the other section. This is about reading section, and we start from hortatory exposition text. So remember, hortatory exposition text, that's about persuade the readers atau mengajak pembaca. Jadi, while in the generic structure there is thesis, argument, and recommendation. And the tenses of the hortatory exposition text is present and using model and also action verb. Jadi nanti bakalan ada teks yang jenisnya hortatory, bakal kasih beberapa pilihan teks dan kalian harus nentuin yang mana yang hortatory. Jadi remember, hortatory ini adalah tentang persuade readers. Ini yang penting karena kamu bakalan mengidentify jenis dari teks tersebut. Kemudian get the main idea and answer the difficult word from the text. Seperti biasa, as usual that we have done before. Okay, the next text is about recount text. Jadi recount text adalah writer's experience, that can be writer experience, and that can be a factual, sesuatu fakta yang telah terjadi di masa lalu, atau sebuah fiktif yang juga terjadi di masa lalu. And the generic structure is orientation, event, and reorientation. Because this text is about, because this text happened in the past, means the tenses will use past tense. Okay, it's the same just like hortatory. You need to find out which one is, you need to identify which one is the recount text and how to get the main idea of the recount text. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is the next sections. This is about vocabulary section. So in this vocabulary sections, Miss will discuss kata-kata yang bakalan masuk di our final examination. Next, udah pernah ya Miss kasih, jadi ada kata abundan yang artinya berlimpah, accuse menuduh, additional penambahan, advantage keuntungan, announce mengumumkan, appoint menunjuk, avoid menghindar, barrier pembatas, beneficial bermanfaat, blame menyalahkan, capable mampu, consider mempertimbangkan, emerge muncul, encourage mendorong, equal sama, establish mendirikan, estimate memperkirakan, expect mengharapkan, former bekas, furthermore selanjutnya, gradual bertahap, harmful berbahaya, immediate segera. And this is the first section of vocabulary. Next is boil, bake. This is about procedure text. Bake, garnish, broil, use, mix, slice, melt, second, add, press, spice or seasoning, taste, put, leak, fry, pour, heat, stab, organize or adjust, stir, serve, bowl, cup, plate, cool, knife, peel, chop, and cap. Its adjective degree, that's about awful, intelligent, sorrowful, distraught, freezing, forceful, luminous, swamped, cautious, obvious, excellent, idiotic, aesthetic, exhilarating, hot, frail, starving, battered, huge, indolent, and that's all. Is vocabulary from explanation text, and we have as well as, in the form of, at the end of, can be seen, in the absence of, the development of, the surface of, at the same time, made up of, the rest of, in case of, is due to, as a result of, and an important role in. This means that one of the most is thought or considered, and